What is the meaning of insert a record? Insert one more record. Append data to the table. Append record to the table. Record is one object complete property. One object. In case of data mining, you can say an object. You can say an instance. Instance is nothing but an example, right or not? Similarly, attributes means properties. In case of database management system, attributes are nothing but the column header. Column header. Like in Iris dataset, sepal length, petal width. Okay, those are the attributes. An attribute is a property or characteristic of an object. Example, eye color of a person, temperature, etc. Attribute is also known as variable, field, characteristic, or feature. Please remember, generally in data science or machine learning, we used to use the word called feature. You should be familiar with the nomenclature. These are the attributes. These are the objects. If you observe this table, hope you are able to see the cursor movement. Right? These are the attributes. It is transaction identifier, TID, refund, marital status, taxable income, and cheat. You may get a question, sir. These first four attributes are mentioned in black color. Why this cheat is mentioned in red color? Okay? Means in case of Iris dataset, by going through the four attributes, we have predicted what type of figure it is. That column is called, that attribute is called the class label or target class. Here, by seeing the properties of these four, okay, these four, transaction ID, refund, marital status, and taxable income, we need to predict what type of person he is, whether he is a cheater or not a cheater. Please see, what is our target? You need to predict whether the person is a cheater or not a cheater. That's all. Okay? That is called the class label or target class. What about the other attributes? Transaction ID. Can you tell me, is the transaction ID plays crucial role in deciding whether the person is a cheater or not a cheater? Anyone? Transaction identifier, or this is nothing but a serial number or hall ticket number. Is a hall ticket number plays a crucial role while predicting whether the student get placement or not? I am expecting response from you. No, sir. Very good. Very good, Hasim. Susila, very good, Amma. Means now TID, transaction identifier, is not task relevant data. Please remember, what is our task? Whether the person is cheater or not a cheater. That is the task. To finalize that, this transaction identifier is not a task relevant data. During the process of data mining, you can ignore this transaction identifier. Where we will ignore? During pre-processing stage itself, you can remove this column or ignore the column, and you can consider the remaining attributes: refund, marital status, taxable income. These three are the predictors to predict target class. Okay, by using what? Some sort of mathematical formula, some sort of function. Say function of refund plus function of marital status plus function of taxable income will decide whether he is a cheater or not. What you need to do? You need to identify the function. That's all. Okay. This is regarding this. A collection of attributes describe an object. For example, 10th. 10th is an object. What are the collection of attributes? Refund is no, marital status is single, taxable income is 90K. Right or not? These are the attributes. This one is, he is the cheater. We have the data. Means always, please remember, we are working on historical data. We'll use historical data to predict future trends. That's why These 10 objects are the historical data. That's why class label is there for the 10th object also. From this slide, what you observed? Attributes. What is an attribute? It is nothing but a column name. What is an object? It is an instance. It is sample. Okay. What is a field? Field is not discussed here. Attribute is also known as variable. Field. Field means what is the value of 10th instance with respect to marital status? That is single. This is a field. This entire thing is a record. In case of DBMS, we will call it a record. In case of data mining or machine learning or data science, you can say it's a object or instance. A collection of attribute describes an object. This is the nomenclature you need to get familiarized. Coming to attribute values are numbers or symbols assigned to an attribute. Right. Symbols also. Distinction between attributes and attribute values. Same attribute can be mapped to different attributes. Please see. Same attribute can be mapped to different attribute values. What is this? Height can be measured in feet or meters. We told transformation previously. I have represented the height of a person in the form of centimeters, say 170 centimeters. But in my model, I want to use MKS system or SI system, or I want to convert that distance into feet. In that case, you can transform. Means attribute is, height is only the attribute. Please see, height is only the attribute, but its value is changing from 170 centimeters to 5 feet 9 inches or 5 feet 10 inches. That's why this statement holds good. Different attributes can be mapped to the same set of values. Please see, this is vice versa. Different attributes can be mapped to the same set of values. What is an example? Attribute values for ID and age are integers. Means one type of value. Attribute values for ID and age are integers. But the properties of attribute values can be different. What properties? ID has no limit. Please see, ID has no limit, but age has a maximum and minimum value. Even though they are using same type of value, but it has different property. ID has, there is no limit. Based on whenever you appended record, the total number of records will increase. ID, serial number. What about the value? Age, we know it should be from 1 to 110 or 120. That's all. Not more than that. That you need to identify. Coming to the measurement of length, please see, while discussing about this, you need to remember this is called the standardization, right or not? Standardization, the way you measure an attribute is somewhat may not match the attribute properties. Please see, what is properties? ID is an integer. Age is also an integer. Whereas ID, there is no limit. With respect to this data set, the value of ID is, means if the data set contains 1 million records, the value of ID is varying from 1 to 1 million. Right. Age. The value of age is varying from 1 to 110 or 120. That's all. Okay, that's a measurement of length. For example, you see, A is an attribute. The value is ranging from 1 to 5. B is an attribute. Its value is varying from 2 to 7. What about its mean value or center observation, middle value? If you observe attribute E, the value is varying from 5 to 15. The value is varying from 5 to 15. We should be in a position to draw a line such that it should cut all center values. Means what? Standardization. Okay? If the ID is, it's not a task relevant data. Please don't bother about that. Income. There is no limit for the income also. Right or not? But it has some minimum value and maximum value. Say, in the college, minimum value is 10,000, maximum value is 3 lakhs. Right or not? Whereas marks or age is varying from 20 to 62. If you want to observe the middle value, you need to normalize or standardize. Please remember, try to browse what is the standardization, how to perform standardization of attributes and its values. Okay, standardization of values. Coming to the next concept, types of attributes. Sir, previously you told integer. Okay, please remember, while writing a program, you can say integer, float, character, string. Whereas in data science or data mining, we used to speak in different nomenclature. There are different types of attributes. What are the types of attributes? Nominal. Anyone? I hope we have discussed about these things. What is nominal attribute? Anyone? Anyone can share. What is a nominal attribute? Or in previous data set, this one, please see. This is data set. What is data set? Collection of data. Collection of instances is called a data set. Or simply, it's a file containing instances. If this is the data set. Now tell me, which one is the nominal? Which one is the nominal attribute? What is nominal attribute? No one has responded till now.
Differentiate between one attribute and another.
Differentiate between one attribute and another attribute. Okay, one attribute and another attribute. Please see, attribute is different and attribute value is different.
Maybe unique values, sir.
Unique values. Okay. Pujita, you gave one respond names. Where it is, where we have data set names 100%. Name is a nominal attribute, you are correct. Now tell me why you called name is the nominal attribute. Difference between different objects. No, Meghana. Okay. You need to tell why. What is the meaning of English meaning of nominal? Okay. What is the English meaning of nominal? We sir today told very nominal class. No, don't go that much. Categorical attribute. We'll discuss about categorical attribute. Now tell me what is the meaning of English meaning of nominal? Please see. Nominal. Nominal meaning. If you want to see in language, oh, maybe Google is not supporting now. What is the meaning of nominal? Today's class is nominal class. I have not discussed any important point. Then I can say it's a nominal class. As a formality, I took the class. Nominal. Yes, normal. We won't get, see, go to this. I can say transaction ID is a nominal attribute. Why? Because we are not getting any information. What is an information? It's a knowledge, any knowledge from this attribute. Okay? Whenever you are not getting any useful knowledge from that attribute, it is called a nominal attribute. Right? What is the meaning of that? Means TID is not playing crucial role to finalize the object as cheater or not a cheater. Right or not? This point you need to observe. Okay? Right. Coming to this one, see, examples is ID numbers, eye color, zip codes. What is eye color? What is eye color? For example, my application is I want to predict whether the third year second semester, during the third year second semester itself, whether the candidate get placement or not. The attribute is hall ticket number. Second one is eye color. Third one is zip code. What is your native place? PIN code. Will these three play crucial role in getting placement or not? Yes, not at all. That's why those three attributes are called the nominal attributes. Meaning, nominal means nothing, right? Ordinal. What is an ordinal? What is an ordinal? Implicitly supports for ordering. Ordering. MSET rank. MSET rank. Will it support for ordering or not? Okay. I want to perform ordering, increasing order. MSET rank. By using MSET rank, I can sort the records or not? Yes. Taste of potato chips on a scale from 1 to 10. Yes, that is also ordinal. Grades. CGPA. Grade. Yes. Height. Yes, this is also ordinal. Please see here, what is this? Height is represented in the form of tall, medium, short. These three. Can we perform ordering or not? What is the meaning of that? Is the values will support for performing less than, greater than operation or not? Right or not? Yes. The height of 10th object is medium. Height of the 11th object is short. Can you compare? Yes. Less than and greater than operation can be performed on ordinal values. Right. Coming to interval. What is this interval? The other attribute, interval, calendar dates or range. Okay. Temperature in Celsius or Fahrenheit. That is an interval. April month from 1st to 30th of April. March 1st to 31st of March. First day, second day of March, like this, interval. What is the fourth one? Ratio. Examples, temperature in Kelvin, length, time, counts. What is this ratio attribute? What type of attributes will support for ratio? For example, I can say, top ranker got 98%. Low ranker, very slow learner, got only 40%. If I want to represent in the form of ratio, I can say the top student got how many times of the marks of a slow learner? Slow learner got 40 marks only, whereas topper got 90 marks. Means the topper got 210% of slow learner, right or not? 225%, like that. Means I able to represent in the form of a ratio. Okay, that's why these are the types of attributes. Nominal, nothing, we won't get any information. Ordinal, is it possible? Is the attribute or attribute value will support for to perform implicit ordering? Yes. Interval, within a range. Ratio, for example, interval, whoever got from 50 to 59%, that student is awarded with second class. Ratio, we have discussed, right? These are the types of attributes. Please remember, this is very, very important. Types of attributes. Next one is coming to this one, properties of attribute values. What is this? While discussing about the types of attributes, I asked what operation we can perform on ordinal. Yes, less than, greater than. Yes, I can perform equality operation also, Right or not? Whenever I am saying equality means not equal. Equal and not equal. Less than or greater than. Right? Those operations will be supported by ordinal. Interval, ratio. If you see, coming to this one, the type of an attribute depends on which of the following properties it possesses. What are the properties? Distinctness. Yes. One of our student told nominal. Nominal means ID. Sir, to identify whether the record is same record or not. Is it a distinct record or not? Correct. 100% means what operations supported by a nominal variable? What operations it supports the nominal attribute? Only distinctness, equality and not equal. Order. Will the nominal attribute eye color or zip code will support for ordering? No. You cannot perform less than or greater than on an eye color. I can't say black color eye people are having high intelligence than brown eye color. I can't say that's not correct. Right or not? That's why ordering is not possible for nominal attribute. Whereas ordinal attribute, MSET rank, I can say 150th rank student is having more intelligent than 1000 rank. Right. This is possible. Not only that, 1000 rank is not equivalent to 100th rank. Yes, this is also possible. That's why whatever the attribute supports for order, those will support for distinctness also. Right. What is this addition? Addition operation. Will nominal value can perform addition? Eye color? No, not at all. Will MSET rank perform? No, not at all. Salary? Yes. Multiplication operation? Yes. Numerical values will support for this. Finally, the gist is very, very important. Nominal attribute supports for distinctness only. Ordinal attribute supports for distinctness and ordering. Interval attributes supports for distinctness, order and addition. Ratio attribute supports for all four properties. Okay. Whenever you want to get more knowledge from the data, that data should be of ratio type. The attributes are ratio type. Right or not? While attending the campus placements, CGPA, is it relative or absolute? We are awarding marks. Is it relative or absolute? Marks. Out of 100 we are saying. Why you need to say out of 100? That is an absolute mark. What is a relative mark? Irrespective of the marks obtained in the MSET exam, first ranker is always first ranker. Okay, first rank is always first rank. How neat. JEE main, you people wrote, you all wrote JEE mains. How they represented the score? 98.14. How many students wrote that exam? Let us assume 10 lakh students wrote the exam. See, I hope you know the representation. For example, you people, I think you people wrote GATE also. You got 99% score. Overall, 10 lakh students wrote the exam. What is the meaning of that? What is the meaning of that? You are above 99,000 students. Whenever students wrote 1 lakh, right? Whenever students wrote the exam 1 lakh. If the students wrote is 10 lakhs, you are above 9,90,000 students. That is relative. It's not an absolute. Right or not? Marks. 35 marks for 40. That is an absolute. Please see. Means ratio attribute Relative is giving more information than absolute. Please see. Yeah. Coming to this one. This is another important slide. Please remember. Attribute type, description, examples, and operations. We have discussed about these things. Nominal attribute support for only distinctness. See, nominal. The value of a nominal attribute are just different names. Means name of the student. While preparing the student database, I will collect your name also. What can I do with that attribute? To identify the person, that's all. For the purpose of getting information, predicting future trend, this name will not support. Right or not? Like that, that's why it is called nominal attribute. Ordinal. Good, better, best. First class with distinction. First class, second class. Interval. Calendar dates. Mean. Standard deviation. These are the statistical operations. Ratio. Geometric mean. Harmonic mean. Okay? These are the things. And coming to other point, this is also similar. What operations we can perform on that? And one more thing we need to discuss. In this table, you have seen this TID is nominal. What about refund? Refund attribute. The value for the refund attribute is nominal? Is it nominal? Please tell me. Refund is nominal. You need to respond. I need response from you. What type of attribute is refund? Is it nominal? Is it ordered? Can I say one more type? Categorical. Is it categorical? Yes. Why? Because by utilizing this value, this attribute, I can categorize the data set into two groups. One is this group, all of the objects in this group are yes in refund. All objects in this group are no in refund. Like this I can group. Grouping is nothing but categorizing. Whenever, whatever the attribute will support for categorizing the data, then it is called categorical value, categorical attribute. For example, marital status. Using this marital status, can I group the data set into three different groups? These all are, this group is 1, first object, third object, 8th object, and 10th object. These 4 objects are single family. Single marital status is single. This group, object 2, object 4, object 6, and object 9. These are married. The third group is diverse group. Means I am able to divide the data set by using the marital status into 3 groups. That's why groups are nothing but categories. That's why marital status is categorical attribute. Okay? That's why marital status is categorical attribute. For example, let us take one more example. Student database. I have given a Google form. I asked you to enter percentage. And based on that, I want to compute the division. Percentage you entered 60%, 55%, 79%, 80% like that. Next attribute is I have computed from that attribute division. First class with the distinction. Whoever got more than 70%, those students were classified as first class with the distinction. Whoever got more than 60 and less than 70, with some backlogs, even though greater than 70, that is described as first class students only. Some students got 50, greater than 50 and less than 60. This is second class. Means first object is first class with a distinction, second object is first class, third object is second class, fourth object is first class with distinction. Like that, I have 10 objects. Using this division, it supports for grouping, categorizing. Yes, sir, 100% correct. Then my question is, this categorical attribute will support for ordering or not? Please, dear students, please think and answer. The categorical attribute division will support for ordering or not? I want response from you. No one is responding. No, sir. Hasim, please think and answer. Yes, sir. Yeah. Now voting. Pujita, Madhuri, yes. Yes, sir. Why? Because first class with distinction, the marks obtained by the first class with distinction student is greater than the marks obtained by the second class students. That's why, even though it is a categorical variable, it will support for ordering. That's why the first division attribute is called categorical and ordinal. Categorical and ordinal. 1 second, friends. Shekhar ni tarvata call chestanu, class lo unna. Bye bye. Okay? Hope you can understand. Categorical and ordinal. Sir, you told this attribute marital status. This is ordinal. Is it ordinal? Marital status is categorical or ordinal? What type of attribute it is? Tell me. I want response from you. Marital status is ordinal or categorical? Yes. Subramaniam, you are correct. It's a categorical attribute. It's a categorical attribute. Correct. Is it ordinal? Now my question is it ordinal? I want response from you. No, correct. You are right. There are some attributes. 1 second. Let me keep these mobiles away from this place. Some attributes are categorical. Some of the categorical attributes support for ordinal also, ordered also. That's why I can say marital status is categorical attribute. Division is categorical and ordinal. Okay? You need to use the word called categorical and ordinal. If you are able to differentiate between categorical and ordinal attributes, then you have understood types of attributes. Okay? If you have any doubt, we can discuss on that. Please understand meticulously. These are the fundamentals. Now, coming to this point, next slide.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, please respond.
Just now you have told that in the student database, you have told us the categorical attribute.
1 second, please come again. I am not able to hear your voice clearly. Please.
In the student database, you have categorized as first class with distinction.
Categorical will not support for distinction operation.
Yeah, but we can't order in that like first class with distinction.
Yes,
we
yes.
can't order.
Yeah, 100%. You are correct. You are correct. Categorical, only some of the categorical attributes will not support for ordering. That's why those attributes are called simply categorical. Example is marital status. Some of the categorical attributes will support for ordering. Those are called the ordinal and categorical attribute. Example is division. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Yes. If it is clear, it's okay. Otherwise, either tomorrow or day after tomorrow, I will take whiteboard and explain even though in online class, right? Please. Friends, try to clarify your doubts. I won't bother to clarify even simple doubt, but clarification is important. You need to clarify. Very good. Coming to this one, discrete and continuous attributes. Sir, what is the meaning of discrete and what is the meaning of continuous? Sir, what is this question? Continuous is continuous. Continuous is continuous. Discrete means some discrete. The meaning is, please see, if I ask you how many numbers are there from 1 to 10, please, I need response from you. How many unique values are there from 1 to 10? Integers. How many? How many unique values are there from 1 to 10? 10, correct. Means it's a finite number. It's a finite number. That's why that is called discrete. If I ask, how many numbers are there, how many unique values are there from 0.000 to 1.000? Is it possible to tell? Yes, I can't. Means infinite. Whenever, if it is not possible for us to tell a finite number, then those attributes are called continuous attributes. If it is possible to tell finite, then it is called discrete attribute. Okay? Discrete attribute and continuous attribute. Let us go through this. Discrete attribute has only a finite or countably infinite set of values. Example, zip codes, counts, number of cities in India. It's a finite number. Or the set of words in a collection of document. Yes, 100 words, 1000 words, million words. Discrete. Often represented as integer variables. Discretes are often represented as integer variables. Note, binary attributes are a special case of discrete attributes. We can discuss binary attributes. Male, gender, male or female. Sometimes that is also represented in the form of 1 and 0. Whenever I have represented male gender in the form of 0 or 1, I can say it's a binary representation. That is discrete attribute. Okay? What is continuous attribute? Has real numbers as attribute values. Please see. Has real numbers as attribute values. Example, temperature. We never told temperature as an integer. Height, weight. Practically, real values can only be measured and represented using a finite number of digits. Finite number of digits. What is the decimal places? While writing the program, we will fix the number of decimal places. Right or not? Continuous attributes are typically represented as floating point variables. Please see, floating point variables in our programming language, we used to say floating point value, real numbers. Hope you can understand the difference between discrete and continuous. Discrete means you should be in a position to tell finite. How many number of students are there in JNTU? It's a finite number. Okay, if it is not possible to tell a finite number, then it is called a discrete. Continuous. Coming to types of data sets. Please see, means by seeing this thing, you should be in a position to tell what type of attribute is taxable income. What type of attribute is marital status, categorical and ordinal. What type of attribute is refund? Only categorical. Okay. Next, coming to types of, please respond. Please. Somebody asked for something. Okay. Types of data sets. What type? How many types of data sets? Data sets. If the data set is of this one, this data set, it is what type of data it is? Is it record data? No, one student want to join now. Jonathan. Okay. Record data, data matrix, Excel table, values, document data. If you search Google search, data mining, what it returns? Documents. That's why document data. Transaction data. What is this transaction data? You went to a supermarket and purchased something. That's a transaction. Transaction data. Graph data, World Wide Web, is represented in the form of a graph. Traveling salesperson problem, it is represented in the form of a graph. Molecular structure, DNA, it is represented in the form of a graph. Means, see, how many types of data are there? Record data, graph data, third one is ordered data. Please see. Sir, what is this ordered data? This ordered data and that ordered categorical value, though both are different. Don't confuse. Ordered data means importance is given for order. Spatial data. What is spatial data? Always our location is represented in the form of latitude and longitude. Right or not? What is the latitude and longitude? Then it is called spatial data. Temporal data. What is this temporal data? Time event. What event is occurred at 9 a.m.? What event is occurred at 9:10 a.m.? Like this. For example, medical database. One person joined in the hospital. First day, what is his body temperature? What is the count in blood cells? Red cells. What is hemoglobin percentage? Like that they have taken. They applied some medicine. Next day, again, they check the properties. Okay? First day and the second day. Here, first day and the second day, both are having lot of importance. First day, attribute that value, and the second day. Time is having importance. That's why it is called temporal data. Temporal and ordered. Based on this, you can order. Sequential data. What is it? Is sequential data? First operation and second operation. After purchasing the bread, I purchased butter. That is association indeed. Okay? Sequence. Graph sequence, genetic sequence data. Like this. In addition to these four, there is a combination of data. Spatio-temporal data. What is that? Spatio-temporal data. Last class I gave one example. Trajectory. I have thrown a stone. I have thrown a stone. At 9 o'clock, 5 minutes and 10 seconds, the stone is at this latitude and longitude. After 9 o'clock, 5 minutes and 15 seconds, the stone position is somewhere. Latitude and longitude is changing, as well as time is also changing. That type of data is called the spatio-temporal data. Example, clouds, movement of clouds. At 9 a.m., the clouds are on Bengal Ocean at this latitude and longitude. By 10 a.m., the clouds are moving towards Kakinada. Right or not? Latitude and longitude is changing or not? Based on the time. Whenever you want to analyze those type of data, that data is called the spatio-temporal data. Complexity also increased as per this sequence. Please see, as per this sequence. Today, we have discussed about the data, data set, right? Dear students, please see, today we have discussed about the data, what is data, in what way it is different, what is the nomenclature used in data mining, data science or machine learning compared with DBMS, database management system, and what type of attributes those are, why it is called ordinal, what type of attribute is called nominal, what type of operation supported by ordinal variable. If you want to get maximum information, what type of attributes you require? I need ratio type of attributes to get maximum information. Okay? What type of operations those attributes are supporting? What is the difference between discrete and continuous? Why those attributes are called discrete? Why the attribute is called continuous? These points we discussed it in today's class. What types of data sets, record data, graph data, ordered data, with some real-time examples, real-time application areas. Today we have discussed about these things. In next class, we will discuss about the upcoming. Okay, characteristics of structured data and insights of the record data, data matrix, and similarity and dissimilarity. Those concepts we will discuss in upcoming class. Students, if you have any doubt, maybe some of the students want to ask at the end of the class. If you have any doubt, either you can unmuting yourself, you can speak, or enter in chat box. Whatever the way you like, you can. Only 2 minutes. If you want to, any queries, if you want to discuss about any other queries, you can. Otherwise, we can stop the session now itself. And don't waste today. Today is a holiday. Try to explore Veka. As per schedule, today is the lab now. We missed the lab. Please utilize, explore data using Veka. Right. No one is asking doubts. Good luck. All the best. Prepare well. We will meet in next class. Thank you.